Yes, let me share my story about actually making change. During this time, January 17th, around 15th, 17th, is when people start to fall off from their New Year's resolutions, and we've all gone through it. We try to make changes, and then we fail, and as Sagar was saying, we beat ourselves up. And that's something I've done many times, is try to make change, not just at New Year's, but throughout my life. So let me share my story about how we can actually make that change. So my life, since I was a teenager, I started procrastinating a lot. I started procrastinating, had so much anxiety, and I was very depressed from a teenager. And so I very quickly realized that I really needed to change something inside of myself. This wasn't going to be an external thing. So I started my own journey of personal growth, spirituality. And so I went to different retreats. I read so many books. I met with different gurus, and I did yoga and also many different types of meditation. So over the course of 10 years, I did so many different practices, just trying to stop procrastinating, get rid of my anxiety, my depression. And did it get rid of those things? Yes, it did. For about a week. For about a week, maybe, at a time. I would have such great change. I would see those things finally disappearing, but then it would come back, inevitably. Maybe it was a week, maybe a few weeks, but it always came back. And so why is it that even though I was doing these courses, doing hours every day, working with partners, reading the books, doing the meditations and exercises, why were these things coming back? The reason why they came back is because at the root cause of it, my negative thoughts, my self-image, my karma, my habits, and my inferiority was still there. So it's sort of like if you had a rotten fish in your fridge, and then instead of cleaning it, you just sprayed Febreze on it. And so you're like, oh, I'm just gonna spray the Febreze and the smell's gone. It smells great for like a minute, right? But it doesn't solve the problem. And so what I was doing by going to those retreats, reading the books, meeting with the gurus, doing all the practices, I was just adding more to my mind. I wasn't throwing away, I wasn't removing from my mind, but I was just adding, and it was getting worse and worse. And so what we really have to do is we have to get rid of the root cause, which is what you're doing right now. And I think you who are attending this are very wise, because on some level, that, we have to get rid of this falseness, which is these pictures, even the things that I've learned, all the negative thoughts, the traumas, the difficult times, good times, everything, until it all goes away. Then you can truly change. And so for myself, I've thrown away those things myself. My procrastination changed to taking action. My depression changed to being without negative thoughts. And my anxiety changed into confidence and freedom from worries. What we need to do to really make a change in your life is we have to get rid of that stinky fish. And what you'll find when that disappears, the thing that remains is your true self. This universe, which is your true nature, and it is your true self, even right now. We just have to uncover it. And so that's what we're doing in this meditation. Then you will naturally change, because that's who you really are.